What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Thursday's episode of the Plus Money Sports Betting Podcast. My name is Q. You can follow me on all socials at Bets by Q. And of course, this podcast is brought to you by Black Sheep Betting, where it is a dog's world. Check out the link in the description. It will get you into the Discord. We are building a winning culture, a winning community where all we are concerned about is value. Okay? Look, no shade to anybody who stacks a bunch of favorites. I get it. Sometimes, you feel like there's a such thing as a safe bet, but I am here to remind you that there is no such thing. And for those of you wondering, hey, Q, where have you been these last few weeks? I've been adjusting to dad life. So we've had to do a little bit of scaling back on the podcast, but I am here once again. The vacation is over, and I'm coming to you every single day with plus money plays from around the sports world. You do not want to miss it, so like, share, subscribe. And I have two plays for you today, one in Major League Baseball, one at the Cincinnati Open. But let's hop right in to Camden Yards, where I'm going to be backing the Orioles on the money line against the Mariners. They are currently plus 120, and Baltimore's coming off an emotional walk-off win yesterday thanks to Jackson Holliday. This snapped Seattle's 8-game win streak, and that kind of momentum, especially at home, can be a real spark as we move into this series finale. We've got Tomoyuki Sugano on the mound for the O's. He's 9-5 with a 4.24 ERA. Versus Logan Evans, who's been a bit shakier on the ERA side. He's pushing 5 right now. Sugano's just been more consistent in keeping traffic on the bases manageable and limiting damage when he does have runners in scoring position. And today we also have the wind blowing in at Camden Yards, so runs should be at a premium. I feel like this favors a team with the steadier starter and the home field edge. Seattle's offense has been hot lately, but yesterday's loss, it just might be the reset that Baltimore needed. In a game that should stay close and low scoring, I like the value here on the O's, especially because Cal Raleigh looks like he's going to be getting the day off. He is the MLB's leader in home runs right now with 45, and it looks like he's on pace to win MVP this year. Wouldn't be a bad bet depending on the value you can get with him over Aaron Judge. But anyways, I like the value here on the O's to ride the momentum and take the series win. Give me Baltimore on the money line, 1 unit at plus 120. Second play of the day, we're going to get into Cincinnati for a matchup that I think is going to be a lot closer than the books are pricing it. And I really don't get this one. I know that MLB, it kicks a lot of people's asses, and so naturally, the general bettor will go to a sport that they may not know as well, and they're going to bet based off name recognition. And I think that's exactly what we're getting today, with 85% of all of the bets being on Ben Shelton against Jerry Lahechka. Look, Shelton is a hot name right now in men's tennis. He's got 8 straight wins. He's fresh off his first Masters 1000 title in Toronto, 20-6 on a hard court this year, and he's got the home crowd advantage. The youngest American in the top 10 since Roddick. The storyline is just going for him. This guy's been playing some of the best tennis of his life. I think he's going to have a legitimate shot to go deep into the U.S. Open, depending on the draw that he gets. But here's the thing. This is exactly the kind of spot where I love to fade a player. You win your first Masters 1000, you beat top 10 players along the way, you're doing all the media hits, taking the victory lap. It's emotional, it's draining, and you're still human. Not to mention it's scorching hot in Cincinnati, and it's something that Ben Shelton has even said, hey, I'm having trouble with this, all right? I mean, and that's no shade to him, because a lot of these players at the Cincinnati Open, we've seen so many retirements because of the heat and exhaustion. We've seen heat delays. But no matter how young, no matter how fit, there's always going to be a risk of the adrenaline dropping in the following week. And I think that's exactly what we're going to get here with Ben Shelton. And it's not like Shelton had a walkover to the title. He had to dig deep in Toronto, show big-time grit and pressure moments, and now he's right back at it against the dangerous shot maker in Jerry Lehechka. Lehechka comes in a little under the radar. He's 5-2 record on the U.S. hardcourt swing. It's not too flashy, but when you look at the context, it's solid. Those 2 losses that he had came to Taylor Fritz and Alex de Minaur, and those 2 guys have been in excellent form. His win here in Cincinnati's have been straightforward. He took care of business against Tristan Boyer and Adam Walton without really burning too much energy. And I think that matters when you're stepping into a match like this, because Lehechka's game is built on bringing a lot of physicality and pace right from the gate. Okay, and so here's where I think he's got a path. Stylistically, Lehechka has this flat, penetrating ground stroke, and that can take away time from Ben Shelton. Shelton's forehand is an absolute hammer like Thor, and when he's set and striking in his preferred zone, he's going to get you every single time. But if you rush him, if you force him into those quick adjustments, you can make him a little less comfortable. And Lehechka's comfortability stepping inside the baseline and taking the ball early, keeping the bounce low, that's how he's going to be able to disrupt Shelton's rhythm in today's match. And another key factor, I think, in this one is the second serve. Shelton's first serve is a monster, but when opponents get a look at that second serve, it's attackable. And Lehechka's been winning about 55% of second serve return points this summer against lefties. So if you can translate that here, that's free pressure on Shelton's service games. Now, the head-to-head does say Shelton has the advantage here. He's won their only meeting, straight sets in Stuttgart a couple months ago, but that's on grass, and while his serve is even more dominant and points are shorter there, this is a hard court surface that levels the playing field quite a bit. I think Lehechka is going to have more neutral rallies, more chances to engage Shelton in baseline exchanges, and more opportunities to use that forehand to dictate points. Mentally, this is going to be a match that means more to Lehechka than people realize. Masters 1000s, round of 16s has been a big hurdle for him in his career. He's 2-3 lifetime at this stage, and all of those losses have come against Americans. So this is a real shot to break a pattern and grab one of the biggest hardcourt wins of his career. I do not think he lets us down here. And meanwhile, Shelton's not only coming off that emotional high with that title, but he's also defending quarterfinal points here, which is huge for his ranking. That's just added pressure, and it can make you force the issue if you're not clicking right away. And then there's the market value in this one. Shelton is getting about $1.45 here with Lehechka at plus 110. So look, my model, my numbers, they make this match an absolute coin flip. And in tennis betting, when you see a legitimate path to victory and you're getting plus money, that's where you want to be. Lehechka's got the weapons to make this his match, and if he starts strong and keeps the pressure on, I just can't see him letting this one out of his grip. So as I digress, I'm going to be going with Jerry Lehechka, 1 unit to pull off the upset against Shelton. Look, Ben's had an incredible run, but this is a dangerous spot for him physically, mentally, stylistically. I expect Lehechka to come out aggressive, take away time, lean on that flat forehand, and push Shelton into some uncomfortable spots. We've got value on our side here, and I'm happy to ride with the Czech here. Fade the post-title high. Let's trust the matchup edge, and let's cash in on this plus money play. All right, so 1 unit in play on Jerry Lehechka, 1 unit in play on the Orioles money line. 2 plays, 2 units. Let's sweep the board today, and I'll be back here tomorrow with more plus money plays from around the sports world. As always, my name is Q from Black Sheep Betting, and I hope each and every one of you hit each and every one of your bets. Peace.